All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash, the banners unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Good Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing his work in truth and sincerity, and I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. And in this lesson, I wanted to do a response unto this video here that was put up by Fox Business Clips. And this video was put up 14 hours ago, so it's fairly new, breaking news. And as you can see, the title of this video reads, "Thousands of AI-enabled humanoid robots deployed in Ukraine." So now the robots have taken on the battlefield. Okay. This is nothing new. They've been using robots these past couple of years out on the battlefield, but they haven't had humanoid robots. Okay. They've used, certain drones and certain vehicles, but they never had a humanoid robot out on the battlefield, let alone thousands of AI-enabled humanoid robots. This is different, okay? Now, if they can use these robots on a battlefield, how much more in the police department, okay? Now, the first thing I thought about when I read this title and I watched this video here on YouTube, I immediately thought about the movie Elysium. Okay, I'm not sure if you brothers and sisters have seen the movie Elysium. If not, I highly suggest you go and watch that movie. Okay, but I thought about this movie here, Elysium. Okay, and the robots that they have in this movie, and the power that they had in this movie. Okay, these robots pretty much controlled human beings. They had power. They can lock you up. They can read, your identity, so to speak. And they pretty much just know everything about you. Okay. Now, we don't know if Esau have these type of robots behind the scene. It hasn't been revealed yet. But I'm almost certain that these devils got some kind of Elysium robots that they want to bring out, okay, and put within the police. Put within the police department and also on the battlefield. All right, but if you haven't seen the movie Elysium, man, please go watch it. Okay, if you haven't watched the cartoon Futurama, go watch it. Things that have been depicted as science fiction has now become fiction. Non-fiction. All right, I'm kind of all over the place. It's late, but it has become non-fiction, man. This is real. So I'm gonna play this video here, man, and I'm gonna let you hear it for yourself. Okay, we're getting closer and closer, bro. Like I said yesterday on the Thursday live, I give it to the end of 2028, bro, to where we may start seeing some strange stuff, okay, with AI and robotics. They're all predicting 2030, okay, as the year of everything, I guess, to happen. I don't know. But for what I'm seeing, just watching everything, I say 2028, speaking as a man. I pray it's not that long. But if we're here, these the geeks, they've all been saying, oh, we should see the deployment of humanoid robots by the middle of 2028 or the end of 2028. Who knows? Okay. But just going off the progress of AI and robotics, they're moving fast and they're getting better and better. But now they are deploying humanoid robots on the battlefield, bro. Thousands of them. This is, hey, look, brother, this is game changing. Instead of, drafting men into the war as they did in the old days, they're gonna just put out robots on the battlefield, man. This is different, bro. This is way different than what we know about normal combat. Okay, you're gonna have less casualties, right, amongst the soldiers. But these robots, man, this is totally different. So I'm gonna play this video here, and I pray this edifying, man. All right. So here we go.
Microsoft's AI CEO, Mustafa Suleyman, is predicting most white-collar tasks could be automated within 12 to 18 months. He says that the shift is already visible in software engineering, as AI has already transformed the work by driving the next generation of robotics across industry and across defense. Humanoid robots emerging as the future of warfare, the U.S. accelerating AI integration into combat operations. San Francisco-based Foundation Future Industries is developing humanoid robots built specifically for military use. The company is also scaling commercial deployment across the country.
They are being built for military use. Okay? As I showed you here in these pictures, Elysium. Go back and watch this movie, man. These are the kind of robots that these devils have behind the scene. They want to put them out on the battlefield, and more than likely, they will be used inside of the police department. Okay? This is no joke, man. This is no joke. This is happening. All right? So, hey, be prepared, man. We're about to see some stuff. All right? Here we go.
In manufacturing, including in the auto sector. Joining me now is Foundation Future Industries CEO, Sanket Patek. Sanket, great to have you this morning. Thank you so much for being here. First, let me get your reaction to what you heard from the Microsoft AI CEO, that all those jobs are turning to automation. You also have the CEO of Anthropic, Dario, who also made a similar comment. He said, and he's probably like the most safety-focused CEO in the AI industry. He says AI will eliminate 50% of entry-level white-collar jobs within 1 to 5 years. Your reaction?
Well, it's great to be with you, Maria. And I actually agree with him. It seems like increasingly more and more, any kind of work that humans do today that is repetitive, anything that does not require high amounts of intellectual skill set, or even things that require high amounts of intellectual skill set but can be learned with a lot of data, all of those jobs are potentially going away, and all of them would be automated with humanoids or other forms of robots.
Well, this is a big statement. What are we supposed to do about that? How can people arm themselves with the right information to actually survive and potentially thrive in this new era?
I mean, this is, Maria, I think this is as close to the singularity as we can be. Like, I personally struggle with this question a whole lot as well. I don't think there's a way to stop all of the AI development unless everybody decides to stop at the same time. China would not decide to stop. The US, for that reason, would not decide to stop. So this is an inevitable shift in how our economy is going to work and how humanity is going to work. And it's quite a hard question. Like, I do not know what the purpose or the day-to-day of human history looks like. I am, however, optimistic. I think what's going to happen is historic.
Whoa, what's that? I just built a budgeting app in Base 44. Guys, Nina just built an app.
Historically, we haven't really gotten rid of slavery. We've just changed that to a financial incentive. So now people are forced to work jobs that they don't like doing and do that for very minimal wage and cannot buy a house, barely can afford healthcare, barely can afford education. AI has the potential of changing all of that. It has the potential of being able to give everybody good housing, everybody good healthcare, everybody good education. And for the first time in the history of humanity, people can actually do things they enjoy doing. So that's the optimistic side of it. I do, however, worry what this means in the short term, because in the short term, it's going to be a very disruptive change. Elon has called this, I think, a supersonic tsunami, which is probably the right thing. This is going to be an extremely disruptive change. And I think the governments are going to struggle to keep up. But I do think there's a path ahead where the future is quite exciting for humanity, and that's the one that we're striving for.
Okay, so let's talk about your business, because Foundation striking a U.S. brokered agreement with Ukraine to deploy humanoid robots for surveillance, logistics, and other high-risk operations. These 5'9" phantom units capable of carrying more than 40 pounds, designed to operate in dangerous environments. That's the kind of robot I like to see, because you would rather put a machine into harm's way than an individual. Sanket, tell us more about this collaboration and what's possible when you look at AI related to the military.
I think, Maria, this is one of the areas I feel like humanoids will have one of the most profound effects. There are three big use cases that we're looking at, not only with Ukraine, but also with the Department of War within the US. The first use case is just logistics work, so being able to move things around, supply pickup. Now, in Ukraine, what happens is when soldiers leave a building to go and do supply pickup, there are drones that shoot at them. So it's better to send human soldiers. It's better to send humanoids out versus human soldiers, because they can essentially do these tasks just fine. And if they get shot, there's less of a concern.
Hey, more than likely, these robots and AI will take part in the Battle of Armageddon. More than likely, man. More than likely, this could very well happen, bro. And they're going to be destroyed anyway, you know. But these devils are going to have that.
And the second kind of task that we've been asked to do is around pretty much inspection, repair, maintenance. So that is also not a weaponized task, but a task that is all the logistics work that happens behind the scenes. And the third one is that actually impacts soldiers in a big way is reconnaissance, being able to go into buildings and breach doors and actually surveil that building, make sure it's safe for soldiers to be in. And that's going to be increasingly the future of warfare, which is more and more robots. What people don't realize is we already have, like, compared to the Iraq War and now, we have significantly more amount of robots on the battlefield. Most of them are airborne. Some of them are landborne, but majority of them are airborne. And humanoids give you the ability to be able to become a little bit more precise about tactical things. For instance, if a target's in a building, instead of bombing the building, you can actually go through the building, navigate it, and get to the target, which today, human soldiers do, and we are more and more hopeful that humanoids and robots are going to do that.
That is so exciting, Sanket. And I know, well, look, you're a government contractor, right? You're working with the Department of War on dual-use humanoid robots designed to support warfighters and strengthen the defense industrial base. What's possible here, Sanket? With the Trump administration involved in onboarding this process, how do you see that partnership accelerating? And can that kind of robotics give America an edge, even a bigger edge, when it comes to the military and military AI?
So first thing, I do want to commend the administration for being very forward-thinking in this regard. From Pete Hegseth to the president, everybody is very focused on reducing procurement and really holding defense contractors accountable, which is like common sense business that has not happened so far. What is that enabling companies like us to do is build products that are competitive, that can undercut on price and capability to the traditional primes and be able to offer that to the Department of War. And we're very excited about it. Like that's generally, I think, going to be one of the biggest game changers. Will enable a lot more modern technology to be integrated into Department of War. I think the general principle that I believe the president's whole foreign policy, kind of like majority of his foreign policy is based around, is a peace through strength. And I don't think people would want to mess with America if America has hundreds of thousands of humanoids and just robots ready to be deployed. And I think that is, sorry, Mary, go ahead.
No, go ahead, please.
Oh, that is probably the single biggest accelerant of peace in our time. Like, I think, so that's the piece.
America won't be the only one with humanoid robots, man. Okay, China have the same capability. I'm sure other nations are going to get into that as well. So America won't just be this big bad wolf who just, outdoing everybody, okay, in AI. China is just as bad as America when it comes to artificial intelligence. Okay, you see that new stuff China put out? It's called something speeds. I don't know what that shit called. I forget the name of it. But it's some kind of AI design, okay, whatever they put out, and it allows you to make all kind of stuff. Okay, it's crazy, and I'm sure brother may have seen videos of that, but you can make pretty much anything with using that new Chinese AI model. All right, you can make certain movies, and I mean, it's crazy. All right, but this is where we're heading in the world, man. Things are moving fast. Things are changing rapidly. Okay. As a believer, you got to keep your head straight, man. Your mind focused. Okay. These devils are coming, and they're looking to subjugate the whole world, everybody in the world, both man and beast, with this MOTB system. Okay. But we know, according to prophecy, this man going to fail, but he will have success in deploying these robots and all kind of BS he got up his sleeves. Okay. So I end here with the scripture. You can pretty much finish out that video if you want. But this is Psalms 140 NLT. It says, Lord, do not let evil people have their way. Do not let their evil schemes succeed, or they will become proud. And this devil is already proud. Okay. But imagine he get AI and robotics to the level he really wants it. Okay. That's really going to shoot Esau pride to the moon. All right. And he's already a proud devil. But he really going to be on another level once he get AI under his control fully. And, he can merge with machine and have all kind of strength and, abilities, right? It's crazy. But the Most High going to deal with this, man. Okay, he's going to fail. So I'm going to close out with that. Pray that was edifying. Shalom.